Welcome to another MOTIVICTOR production. I am your regular narrator, Victor Isibo. If you're familiar with Oba Market in Benin City, then this particular statue of this tall and elegant woman wouldn't be new to you. You can't miss it if you go to Oba Market. Now, who was this woman? And why is she so significant in the history of Benin that made her to deserve to be molded at the center and heart of Oba Market in Benin City? Well, this woman is called Emotan. And in this video, you will find out what earned her the significance that she enjoys today. While waiting to enjoy this video, take out a little time to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. The woman called Emotan. Emotan was born between 1380 and 1400. Hailed from Enyai village, close to the present-day Aduwawa cattle market area, along the Benin-Auchi Express Road. The name her parents gave to her was Waraye. As a young woman, she married Chief Azama of Ihugbe district as his second wife. Waraye was considered indolent, extremely lazy by her husband because she could not cook. She could not get pregnant either. Azama's first wife, Arabe, handled the domestic chores and gave birth to all the children of the household. Azama soon nicknamed Waraye Emitan, which was corrupted to Emotan, meaning lazy bones. She had a redeeming feature though. She was good at helping to nurse and take care of the brood of the household. Emotan, who could make evarie, which is a soup seasoning condiment made from fermented melon seeds, and spin threads from cotton balls, began taking this plus some herbal products to sell at a stall opposite the city market, which is the present-day Oba Market. When her husband died, she could not return to her parents' home because they too had died of old age earlier on. Neither was she able to stay back at her husband's compound because technically she had no stake there. She had no children. So she set up a hut to live in at her trading post opposite the market. Her hut soon became a popular makeshift nursery for the children of families patronizing the market. She attended to the children's health and other needs selflessly without charging fees, and the kids' parents soon could not have enough of her services. Some historians are of the view that Emotan was a market woman who took care of little children whilst their mothers were away buying and selling their wares in Oba Market. They refer to her as the woman who began the first daycare center in Benin City. At that period, Prince Uwaifyokun usurped the throne of the Benin Kingdom, thereby denying his elder brother, Prince Ogun Obaewai I, his legitimate position as king. Prince Ogun, in those times of travail, paid secret and nocturnal visits to Benin from his place of exile. After his ouster by his younger brother, Prince Ogun Obaewai found his way to the house of this beautiful woman opposite the marketplace in the city. She was powerful as a mystic, even though she was childless. And if you're familiar with Benin City, you would know that the Oba market is not very far from the palace of the Oba of Benin. She was also very loving and generous. Hence, it was in her nature, therefore, to agree to have Prince Ogun as her guest and to help him take back his stolen crown. On many occasions, this market woman called Emotan warned Ogun of impending dangers and advised him against interacting with some treacherous chiefs who may reveal his whereabouts to his younger brother who wanted him dead at all costs. On one occasion, Emotan had to go an extra mile spiritually to hide Prince Ogun from his adversary. As soon as the army moved their search from the hut to other areas in the vicinity, Prince Ogun sneaked out, avoiding the path of the army, and headed straight for the palace, where he killed his usurper brother, Oba Uwaifiokun. The news of his action soon spread around the city. Ordinary citizens were supportive of his action, insisting that it was Ogun's right to do what he did and expressing joy and hope that the tragedies of the recent past had ended because justice had prevailed. Emotan sent word to Ogun to stay put in the palace and consolidate his hold while she continued the spiritual work from her home. So deep was her love and empathy for Prince Ogun. Within a few days, the Edionisin had come around to show support for Ogun, eventually crowning him as the Omonoba Nedo Ukwu Oba Ewae Ogidigan. His divination title choice of Owuruare alias Eware could not have been more apt, because it means after the heat, the cooling effect of rain. Oba Eware appointed Emotan as the Iyeki, that is the leader of the authorized Ekpate guild, tasked with security matters in the market and with enforcing market rules. Unfortunately, Emotan died not too long after Eware's ascension to the throne of his forefathers. The Oba decreed that she should be buried in her hut. Later, the grave was marked with an uruhe tree, and her deification as the conscience of justice was ordered by the king. Every celebratory procession in Benin pays homage to her burial site. The first uruhe tree survived for some 300 years after it fell. The replacement uruhe tree survived for about 150 years before an iroko tree was planted to support it. A severe storm later felled both trees. Then, in 1954, Oba Akenzua II, in collaboration with the British colonial authorities, commissioned a life-size bronze statue of Emotan as a young woman. The befitting image was sculpted by Mr. John A. Danford in his Chelsea, London studio in 1951 from a miniature model cast by Igun Street artists. I hope you now see how relevant and the key role that Emotan played in shaping the history of the great Benin Kingdom. I hope you learned something from this video. Now, if you did, smash the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and remember to turn on the bell notification icon, because there is more from where this came. I remain my humble self, Victor Isibo. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.